Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls. Or rather, as I should say, welcome to Artorias of the Abyss, Episode 1. First things first, I apparently have a lot of souls, so I'm going to level up real quick. I'm carrying on from where we were, kind of here in the Demon Ruins where we ended last time, but we're just going to jump right on over to the Undead Parish. We're headed into Artorias of the Abyss, the DLC expansion content area place thing that has to do a lot with the backstory and the background of things that happened in the Dark Souls world. So we're going to go do that. We're going to head on into the DLC. So there are a couple of things that I had to do previously. You saw them if you've been watching everything in this Let's Play up to now. A while ago, I went and had a little panic attack and had to run around to do some goofy things. We came down here, we killed a Hydra. After killing the Hydra, we found a golden crystal golem monster thing, and we attacked that. Oh, I should also change my armor back. I'm going to do that while I'm talking. I'm going to swap back over to my actual gear that I like to use. Xanthus Crown +5, Dingy Robe +10, the gloves, and the skirt. So we came down here, we fought a Hydra, we rescued Dusk of Oolacile, a princess from a very ancient land. The land of Oolacile, which is lost in myth and legend by now. It's a place that is kind of mentioned and talked about, but it doesn't exist. It was apparently around here, 1,000 years in the past or something. I'm going to say right around Lord Gwyn's time, back when he was doing stuff, because it's the era that Artorias the Knight was from. And Artorias was one of the 4 legendary knights of Lord Gwyn. We go look at our rings here. We have all these different rings, or we did. This ring right here, the wolf ring, is the one that belonged to Artorias, of all people. So he was one of Gwyn's 4 legendary knights. So we're going to go learn a bit about Artorias and his backstory, and what's the deal with this Abyss nonsense and this Covenant thing, and where are the other 3 great knights? I mean, we know where one of them was. One of them was Ornstein the Dragon Slayer, who we maybe killed in Anor Londo. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to take a brief break from the normal proceedings here in Dark Souls to go do the DLC content, which is pretty fun. It's pretty hard. I've only done it like twice, maybe. It has some really, really difficult boss fights that I don't know all that well. And it has been, a handful of years, good couple of years since I last tried to play through it. So it's nowhere near as fresh in my mind as, like, the rest of this game, which honestly I could probably play with my eyes closed. So, first thing, we came down here, killed the Hydra, we went and we freed Dusk, we came over here, we talked to Dusk. We could actually talk to her again, I believe, if we wanted to. Her summon sign will show up around here somewhere. Sometimes you kind of have to stand around a little bit, make sure that the game actually loads it in for you. I don't really care about that. The other thing that we did is, when we went into the Duke's Archives... Oh man, I gotta get through this water. We're gonna go ahead and put on the Rusted Iron Ring. It'll let us move a little bit quicker. We went to the Duke's Archives, and fairly early on in the Duke's Archives, there is a crystal golem. And it's just kind of standing there hanging out. It's kind of out of place. And when we killed it, we got a broken pendant. I forget exactly what that was. Let's take a look. It's in here somewhere. There we go. Broken pendant. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Oolacile. Powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone. Yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. So with that pendant, we can come back here to where we rescued Dusk. And we should... Yeah, there's something weird going on back here. This is where Dusk was imprisoned, inside the crystal golem. It was all the way back here. And we should get a nice little cutscene when we examine this glowy thing, whatever that is. just a hovering sprite in the air. Yeah, let's check it out. Well. And abruptly, just like that, welcome to Sanctuary Garden. Can we warp out of here? We can. So we can actually warp anywhere else in the game. Like, we can leave here freely. We're not locked into this place. And since we have to get the pendant inside of the Duke's archives, which is normally sealed behind the orange mist, it means we have to have obtained the Lord Vessel by the time we get here. So that's their safe way of making sure that we can leave this place, is you have to have already gotten the ability to warp by the time you come here. So it all works out. I'm going to kindle this bonfire. Again, I only have 2 humanity. That keeps happening to me. We'll kindle it twice then, I guess. That's fine. By the way, this really starts off with a bang. If I recall correctly, we are going to have our work cut out for us. I usually go into this area with ranged attacks, so this is probably going to be rough. Yep, welcome to the Sanctuary. It is being guarded by this thing, which is super freaking fast. There's a good chance I'm going to die here. Holy moly. You need to back off. And it has like a scorpion tail, too. Oh, man. I hate this thing. It breathes lightning, which stays on the ground for a couple seconds. Good to know. I think if you're good, you can chop off its tail. Oh man, I haven't even been able to land a single hit on it yet. Okay, shockwave, that's fine. Holy crap, that lightning breath. Yeah, I don't know this boss's patterns all that well. So, like, I have no good strategy for fighting it as a melee character. Dang, I wanted to get that tail. I'm not positive that you can chop off its tail, but I seem to recall doing that once. It could just be a mistake. Who knows? Oh, man. My slow weapon is certainly not going to help me here. And my slow movement speed. I'm so slow all around. Okay. Yep. There's our death. Welcome to the DLC, everybody. Oh, this is going to be rough. I don't even know what to do about this boss. My attacks are just slow, and I can't even get close enough to hit it. We could try to fiddle around with our equipment and see if we could get something that has a bit more lightning defense. I don't think that would help. Big Hat Logan has the highest lightning defense so far, other than, like, Havel's helm and Stone Helm. Yeah, I don't really think there's much we can do about this. I think we're just gonna have to go in there. That's why I kindled the fire, by the way. It was more to get rid of my humanity than anything else, because I was fully expecting to die here. Holy moly. It might be worth going and getting the, Oh yeah, you poisoned too. I forgot about that. Scorpion tail and all that. Nope, I didn't mean to roll. Dang it. back off and let me heal. Thank you. Oh, I missed with the jump attack. Oh, that would have been awesome. Holy crap, these things are aggressive. Oh, get out of the way. Okay. Not concerned about those 4,000 souls. They're pretty inconsequential at this point. So I don't mind not picking them up. I think it's way more important to try to deal with this thing. We can grab those souls if we manage to live through the fight. Oh, man. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it! Oh, dang it. Oh, man. Can't even heal. Good enough. Where are you? Oh, man. Knock it off with the lightning breath. Come melee me again. That worked out just fine. Okay. You are dead. You are so dead. Just gonna pound you into oblivion, you stupid, stupid creature. Whew. Alright, so we got a Guardian Soul, a Humanity, and 30,000 souls. That's not bad. I wonder if, like, the Rusted Iron Ring would have helped me move around a little bit in here. I don't think the water's deep enough for that to have mattered. Ta-da! Alright, welcome to Artorias of the Abyss. Holy moly. I'm surprised that I got that on my second try. Cool, so welcome to Oolacile Sanctuary now. That was the Sanctuary Guardian, or Garden. This is the Sanctuary proper. Another bonfire, just immediately after that boss. That's fine. Whatever, game. Whatever. Let's go ahead and just level up real quick. Nice round, even 25 vitality. Pretty happy about that. Okay, so there's all these creepy gravestone things. I would assume they're graves. I don't know what else they would be. Still really creepy. I think there's like an item or two that we can grab around here. And then we can also go chat with Elizabeth. Humanity, awesome. Always a good thing to have. Need humanity. Need humanity. Actually, that's a good idea. I do want to be human for as much of this as I can. I forget, I think there's at least one NPC invasion in this area, or in the DLC in general. There might be more, I have no idea. And then eventually I'm probably going to want to kindle this also. I forget how central this bonfire is. What the hell, let's go ahead and kindle it, shall we? Kindle it up all the way and get our 20 Estus flasks. Humanity's easy enough to obtain in this game. I would rather have a lot more Estus as opposed to not having it. I feel so much safer when I have 4 times the Estus. I do wish there was an option to just kindle it all at once. Just say, like, here, take 4 humanity, kindle this all the way. Oh, and I used too much of it, didn't I? Oops. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We'll find a use for that. Alright, so this is Elizabeth. She is a nice mushroom. She's not one of those evil boxing haymaker mushrooms that likes to try to kill me.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
Sure, why not? We'll go rescue Princess Dusk again. I don't mind that.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Oolacile.
So yes, she does sell some interesting things. Repair powder to keep our equipment repaired. Gold pine resin to apply lightning to my axe, which might not be such a bad idea, actually. And then all the Oolacile spells that Dusk would sell to us before. So I think what happened is after we freed Dusk and then obtained the pendant, Dusk, her summoning sign no longer appears, so we can't buy the sorceries from her, so we can buy them here instead, and, you know, whatever. I think that's what's going on here. And then the Oolacile catalyst again. So most importantly would be the pine resin. Oh, she only has 3 to sell us. Or no, we only have 3,000 souls. Okay, that's fine. You never know, it might come in handy.
May the flames guide thee.
Oh, and actually I did want to talk to you and see what you had to say.
Thank goodness thou art safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all. Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Oolacile. Knight Artorias came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see further on an abyss with...
Okay, that's all the same thing.
May the flame...
So yes, the tiny little bit of story that we know about the Knight Artorias is that he went to confront some great abyss, and eventually ended up making... Can't destroy these, can I? Nope. Eventually ended up forming some sort of covenant with that abyss, and then he stopped it, he saved everybody, and that's kind of it. That's about all we know. We know that his ring for the covenant eventually ended up at his gravestone, and his grave ended up being protected by Sif, the great grey wolf. Until we came and just screwed with that whole thing, but there you have it. Yes, so welcome to Oolacile. It resides in a place basically what will become the Darkroot Basin and Darkroot Garden in 1,000 years. So if the scenery looks and feels familiar, it should. We will be here in 1,000 years. Beware of Golem, Royal Wood. And I saw one of those little scarecrow guys. There you are. Hello. So our first new enemy, these weird tree things. It's like the Ents, the tree creatures that pop out and attack us in the Darkroot Garden back in our time. But these are they look to be workers because they had like pitchforks and whatnot, and they're wearing clothes. So it's really cool to see the origin of a lot of the things that we see later on in the game. You'll see what I mean as soon as we encounter the stone giants. Because yes, they're going to be around here also. And just like the tree creatures from our own time, it's really bad if you let yourself get surrounded by these guys. So I'm going to do my best to play it cautious, only pull out one or two at a time. Man, more blooming purple moss clops. It's awesome. Just gonna kind of hug the wall. I forget where to go through here. And I gotta stop and listen for footsteps every now and then. Oh. I think I found out where we want to go. Right? Destroyed or crumbling tower. That's really cool looking. Oh, but it's got like blue moss or something on it. I don't know how well you can make that out, but like that blue stuff on it, that's actually pretty important to us being here. By the way, these towers like this, these square ones, they should remind you of the tower we had to climb to fight the Moonlight Butterfly, and also the tower that Elvina was inhabiting for her covenant. There's a thing that we can't really deal with yet. Guardian gauntlets. What on earth? Oops. Okay, super heavy, super crazy, outrageously high defense. Gauntlets of the Stone Knights, the guardians of the Forest Sanctuary. The Stone Knights are golems animated by magic, and their enchanted gauntlets are oppressively heavy. So exact same weight, the only difference is the swapping of their fire defense for their magic defense versus the stone gauntlets from the Stone Knights protecting Darkroot Garden. Forest Sanctuary, Darkroot Garden. The Stone Knight is a product of ancient magic. Although these gauntlets are also imbued with magic, they're incredibly heavy. So, yes, also do you notice how similar they look? Haha. I think that's really neat. I love that we get to see these ancient magical creatures in their original form. So they're going to be all nice and shiny and not covered in moss yet. I'm also really not looking forward to fighting them because they're really tough to fight. Yeah, like windy, twisty roots and things down below. Might be good for us to check out later, provided we can find a way down there. Which we can. We will eventually, I'm sure. Okay. A couple of the tree worker guys. Hello, there's one right here. Oh, and a stone giant. Crap. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention they're super fast. And they do that. Oh no! Okay, great. That's two. Gee, I gotta learn to pay attention to where I'm walking. Okay, you're backing off. I can deal with one of you. In theory. Oh, okay, good. Oh man, that was close. We'll take a closer look at him in just a moment. Let's deal with this. So yeah, it's pretty clearly the same creature. It's wearing like a waistcloth thing, but it's definitely the same armor. It's got the same like little head crest thing on the helmet there. It'll be good if we could actually see its face. Here, we'll go take on this other one. There you are. They're also not using the sword and shield that they're using in our times. They have a giant axe instead. One that actually rivals my own axe. That makes me kind of sad. Ooh, you dropped Twinkling Titanite. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, back over here is where we came from. That's the sanctuary that's being guarded by Elizabeth on the other side of that bridge there. I'm just kind of trying to keep my bearings straight. I want to clear out as many of these creatures in the forest as we can. Oh, that hurts. Oh, no. That explosion when they pull up their axe probably hurts more than the actual axe itself. And it has a huge radius, and that's really bad. We ragdoll you. And turn you around so we can see your face. Kind of? Yeah? Yeah? I love it. I love it. I love it, but at the same time, everything in here is just hard as hell to fight. They're really, really tough enemies. Okay, here's that tower that we were exploring around earlier. Also, I like the nice, like, sunset sky. It's all orangey up there. Nice little change of skybox for us, some different colors. Ooh, that was an awesome dodge. As was that. I love that swing attack that I do after I roll. Oh, that was not a good dodge, though. Oh, dang it, neither was that. Okay, that makes up for the two really good ones. Will you get away from the trees so I can attack you, please? I said away from the trees. Oh, no. Oh, man, that hurts. Holy moly, that hurts. Alright, more moss. Can't see whether or not you're a mimic. You are not a mimic. That's fantastic. Holy crap, a blue titanite slab. That's pretty outrageous. That's pretty good. Okay, again, there's the bridge. So from the bridge, there were two ways we could have gone. I went up to the right. We could have gone up to the left, so that's here. That's this glowy flower right there. I'm going to just kind of wander along the edge here. Keep an eye off to my right for anything that might jump out and attack us, but I want to deal with some of these tree creatures again. We're getting a ton of moss, which is good. Look at all those flowers. Yeah, Oolacile is a very colorful place. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of those creatures. Looks like another giant over there. Let's... Did I kill you already? I did. Oh, there's our pond with the treasure chest. There's a bridge across to the other side, so I think that's where we want to go. Just concerned by the very large number of enemies that we got here. Alright, so there's a way in there. Wasn't there a way around over here on the other side? We'll try it from this end. Sorry, like I said, I don't know this area super well, so I want to explore and make sure we're not missing anything fun or important. Okay, so I'm supposed to blindly chase you. Yep, and it was an ambush. Okay. That's kind of a good general rule of thumb for Dark Souls. Whenever an enemy runs from you, they're leading you into a trap. Probably not always the case, but it's usually the case. Oh. Also, do I still have the rusted iron ring on? I think I do. I do. Dang it. Okay. Well, that should make a bit of a difference. Good grief. We've already burnt through 5 Estus flasks. It's not bad, though. I am trying to clear out this entire area. You missed and you fell over. Jeez, these knights have crazy high defense. Look at that. I'm doing like 200 to 400 per hit. That's outrageous. Okay. So that knight was guarding this area over here. Guardian leggings. So we're going to find the knight's armor, or the guardian's armor, just scattered throughout the area, one piece at a time. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Just be aware that we're not going to get it all in one go. Fantastic for heavy armor users, though. So if you like the really, really heavy, beefy, super tanky, amazing armor... Oh, holy crap, you're a dragon. You're a Cyclops dragon. Ooh, okay, I forgot about you. That's just like the red Hellkite Drake when you first enter the undead burg. Except more so. Oh man, I hear those giants stomping around up above us. Yeah, killed it. And you hear that sound? So, welcome to the Abyss Chasms. There's the... Oh, hello. How the hell did you get behind me? Oh man, I'm glad I turned around when I did. Hear another one stomping around up there too. Yes, so Elizabeth mentioned that there was a giant chasm that had opened to the abyss that was starting to swallow everything whole. So that's what's going on here. We'll talk more about the abyss and the chasms and what's going on in the next video, however. I'm going to end things here, so thank you all for joining me, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.